Oscar BEVIS, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast down here today in Brighton with It's a Nick Ting. How are you, mate?
I'm very good, thank you, mate. Pleasure to have you down.
That's a throw on the Instagram. What is it? It's a Nick Ting, I'm saying. Is it a Nick Ting?
It's all about me. It's a Nick Ting, bro.
It's all about Mr. Webb. Yeah, just first off, how are we? How's life?
Very good. Training very hard at the moment. But yeah, loving life. It's good.
I said to you, you haven't been on since Gibraltar, so we'll just do like a mini recap of that. Looking from the outside, seeing a hotel on a yacht, seeing like a pay-per-view card, loads of good fights on there. It looked amazing, but you just said to me, it's something you can't really enjoy in a way.
Obviously, leading up to the fight, your concentration is about the fight and what's going to happen in the fight, what's going on with the fight. So you can't really take it all in and enjoy it so much. But obviously, it was a great setting, great place to be, and it was a great time there. I really enjoyed it, but I couldn't enjoy it like a holiday, as you could imagine. But yeah, if we had a few days after, that would have been nice. But we were straight back the next day.
I know Coogan enjoyed it like a holiday. I see him having a few shandies with Eddie, mate. I see him. Yeah. Of course, he got that gig. And obviously, most important thing, you got the win. And if it weren't for Dillian being at the top of the bill as a pay-per-view attraction, really, that was from the undercard, that was the talking point. Your win over Pfeiffer, because he is a serious geezer, and that is a big win as well.
Mate, we said what we were going to do. We went, we done it. We executed exactly what we wanted, and I was buzzing. As you could see after, I was smiling from ear to ear. My jaw was aching.
And you know what? Post that. Actually, I said to you. So we're going to do a timeline, right? So Gibraltar happens, and then in Gibraltar, Alen Babic crashes your interview with Coogan afterwards. Says he's game to fight, and I suppose from there, especially having won on a Matchroom card, the first thing we all thought was, well, Webb Babic in a couple of months' time. That's what we thought.
Yeah, me too. That night he crashed my interview. I was looking him in his eyes. He wouldn't look back at me. I was thinking, is this guy actually serious? Because I would fight him right now, right here. Like, I don't know what's the crack. But yeah, it was supposed to be made. After the win, we were supposed to have a 3-fight deal, and then well, things got sort of messed up and that. But now I'm fighting Wardley, so happy days.
We're not just going to cover it like that. We're going to go a bit deeper into this situation because a lot's been said as well. I interviewed him. I interviewed Alen Babic at the fight camp reveal sort of thing. He had a lot to say. Basically, I think he believes that you're scared of him, whether it be financial be the reason or you wanted to fight in between, whatever. His belief is that you are scared of him, essentially.
By no means necessarily am I scared of this guy. I would fight him now if you wanted. Like, it's no problem. But basically, we got a 3-fight deal sort of thing. We're supposed to have an easyish fight to come back. Then at a week's notice, we got Kamil Solowoski, and we said no problem, we're fighting, but that's not the same deal because that's not an easier fight back because obviously he's got a win over me. So it was about I fight him, no problem, but the deal needs to be sort of a better deal. But anyway, for whatever happened, they didn't want to make the deal and they didn't change their opponent, so the fight wasn't made, and then they took the Babic fight away as well, which I would have loved to fight him because he's made for me, no problem at all. I would fight him any day, anywhere, any place. And yeah, so next, some things happened, and I think because I think it went to purse bids a while ago about me and Wardley, so I didn't even think anything of it. But anyway, that was put into perspective, and they said they want to make that. It wasn't a great deal, but I'm more than happy to fight Wardley. So any time I've got a training camp, you know, no last minute jobs. I want a proper training camp, and I've got one now. So anyone that gets that's in some serious trouble against me.
I think one of his other questions as well, sorry, because I'm trying to go deep into this Babic situation. I've calmed down now, I'm going deep into it. I will talk about Fabio. As well, is why would you need an interim fight? Because obviously you're coming off the back of a massive win. I mean, you're coming off the back of a win that's better than any win Alan's got, and I think he'll admit that as well. Why would you need another interim fight?
It wasn't like...
was that just part of the deal, essentially?
That was just part of the deal. That's what they offered. Literally, that was it. If they wanted me to fight Babic straight away, I would have lovely took that. But that was the deal that they offered, and but then they pulled that away from us. So, but like I said, I would love to fight Babic. I don't know why he's running his mouth all of a sudden. What a fucking dickhead.
And there's my headline. I've got a feeling this is going to be like a video game here where, pardon me, you try and go through Dillian's stable of fighters and Dillian's the end boss. And you and Dillian just have it out at the end and he's like the final boss. Because you're just going to try and go through all of his fighters. Is that how we're working, is it?
Well, if he wants to keep matching them with me, then I'll go through them. Whoever is in front of me, I'm going through. No problem.
Let's talk about Wardley. So a couple of days ago, I knew I was coming down here. I wanted to see if Fabio had done anything. Any interviews, put stuff out there. He has. He said it's going to be a nasty knockout. It's going to be clean. It's going to be dirty. You're going to get hurt. Response, I suppose.
Listen, he can talk and talk all he wants. But when it's me and him and them ropes, just me and him in that ring, there's going to be no more talking. There's only going to be talking with these fists. And that's what he's going to get on the end of his chin. Good night.
I spoke to Tommy and he said that because obviously he come from the white collar scene, he's got like a lack of amateur experience. Tommy said that he thinks that's what will put you in better stead. The fact that almost you've played the game, the long game, you've done the earlier graft and that sort of side of learning, whereas Fabio's very new to, competitive boxing, I suppose, because white collar is white collar. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, well, obviously I've got a lot more experience. I was a good amateur. And now I've had about 19 as a pro. So I've had my losses, my big learning curves. I've come back greatly. So everything's falling into my favour, basically.
I suppose you are a pro like that now. Like you've literally done every single thing. Like you've lost, you've won, you've got off the floor, you've put people on the floor. You've pretty much done every experience you fought in your own country, you fought abroad as well. Like what haven't you done, sort of thing? Like so you are perhaps a veteran of the sport, should we say? Yeah,
I don't look at me and think, oh, I'm a veteran. I still, I think I'm new to the game, definitely. But I believe I've accomplished what a lot of fighters can't do, and that's coming back from the brink of disaster. I've been, knocked out twice. I've learnt hardly one of them harsh lessons. Everyone ripped me off. I still believed in myself, and I've made a great comeback, and I'm here to stay.
It would be a good story if you were to go and beat Fabio Wardley. Is this for the English title as well?
Yes, for the English, yeah.
So, if it ends with you being English champion, and then it would be a good story. Have you fought beyond? Because I suppose for you it's sort of the end goal, the British title, perhaps?
Yeah, I would like to fight for the British. I was hoping we could make this for the British, but whatever it is, it doesn't matter. He's the opponent in front of me, and that's who I'm going to beat. And
what an experience as well. Gibraltar was one experience. Fight camp looked mega last year. What a place to do it.
Yeah, like I said, I was smiling from ear to ear. What was annoying is they didn't have the belt on the night. I had to wait for it for a few days later. But to have that belt at home now, that was great. Bring that one along to Eddie's back garden.
Nick, thank you very much for speaking to IFL TV and having me down today. One final message down the lens to Mr. Wardley.
Be ready, boy, because you're going to get it.